at the end of 2018 or the beginning of 2019, Books by Emily Fox came out with a video where she had a series of videos where she was talking about some different reading challenges that she had set for herself throughout 2019. And one of those reading challenges was that she was going to read the winner of the Goodreads Choice Awards. She was going to read the winner from each category, and then she would compare them and say which one she preferred or which one she would have voted for. Now, she had a couple of sort of disclaimers with that in terms of if she had already read the winner, she would move on and read the runner-up, and if she had read that one, she would continue and read the one who came third, etc. in each category. And I was also looking to create some sort of reading challenge for myself because I was looking sort of to expand my horizons and see if I, for instance, like reading different genres than I think I do, and just to read books that I wouldn't normally pick up. So I thought I would do the challenge as well. Now, Emily Fox invites you to go along with her and read the same books and sort of talk to her as she reads those, but I wanted to do the challenge for myself to see what I thought of the books that I would read given the same parameters. Now, she is also including a few more categories than I will. I looked at all the categories that Goodreads do for their Goodreads Choice Awards, and I picked the categories that I thought I could possibly like or want to read. So to summarize, I will read the winner in the categories that I have chosen to read from. I will read either the winner or the runner-up, so second place or perhaps third place, depending on if I have read the winner or not, and if I can get access to the winner. Because I will be borrowing all of these books from the library, because I didn't want to buy any of them. I've also allowed myself to skip one winner in case I don't want to read that particular book. And we're going to get to that later. I will also add that if the winner was the second or third book in a series, I will read the first book in that series. And if I want, I'll read on and I'll get to the book that actually won. So the categories that I've picked are fiction, mystery thriller, historical fiction, fantasy, best of the best, romance, sci-fi, horror, and poetry. Now, to each of the categories. In fiction, the winner was Still Me by Jojo Moyes, which is the third book starting with Me Before You. Now, that book, I have heard a lot of mixed opinions, and I have personally chosen not to read that book, so therefore I don't want to pick it up just for this challenge. So I decided I would skip the winner in the fiction category and I would move on to the next book, which is American Marriage by Tajari Jones. Now, if you saw my February wrap-up, you will know I've already read that book. And that is because I started this challenge in January, but I'm filming this in March, which means that I have already started this. But moving on, in mystery thriller, the winner is The Outsider by Stephen King. I just checked this one out from the library 2 days ago, so that will actually be one of the next books that I pick up. So that one is underway. The next category is historical fiction, where The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna won, and I will be picking that book up as soon as I get it from the library. It's currently lent out to someone, but I've reserved it, and as soon as they tell me I can go get it, I'm gonna pick it up and read it. In the fantasy category, the winner was Circe by Madeline Miller, which is a book that showed up on the Women's Prize longlist, which I'm also reading. So that sort of worked out because I was planning on reading that one for the Goodreads Choice Awards challenge, but I'll also be reading it for the Women's Prize longlist. So that worked out nicely for me. Now, in the category Best of the Best, which isn't really a proper category, Best of the Best isn't a genre, but the winner in that category was The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, and I had seen it around Booktube a lot. I've seen it at my library. It's been everywhere. So I have actually been planning on reading it anyway, so I thought I might as well pick it up and check off that category as well. In the romance category, the winner was The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. Now, if you saw my reading vlog for last week, you will have seen that I have already read it, so that one is also one that I've already checked off. For the science fiction category, the winner was Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. I haven't read the previous novel, Vicious by V.E. Schwab, so I will be picking that one up, and if I like it, I'll move on and I'll read Vengeful as well. Now for the horror category, the winner was again another Stephen King novel, and this one was Elevation, which I was planning on reading, but then I saw both Emily Fox and Chelsea Dolling-Reid review it, and both of them had not great reviews, and Chelsea Dolling-Reid also wrote that she found it a little bit problematic, and that didn't really appeal to me. I haven't read anything by Stephen King before, so I didn't want that to be one of the first Stephen Kings I read, so I decided I'd skip that one. The runner-up, the second place in the horror category, is a book called Baby Teeth by Soji Stage, I think her name is, which is a book I was very intrigued by when I read the synopsis, but I could not get access to it, neither via my library, nor via my audiobook app. So unfortunately I had to skip over that one as well. I had to move on to the book that got third place, which was Dracul by J.D. Barker and Stoker, I don't know how to pronounce that name, which is a book I have also already read. It was one of the first books that I picked up and read from this list. And funny story, I gave it a 4 on Goodreads, and J.D. Barker liked my review of it, which was great. Blew my mind, and I sent it to everyone I know, basically. I don't know if he actually read it or if he just liked everyone who rated it a 4 or a 5 star, but it meant a lot to me anyway. Now the last category is poetry. I don't read a lot of poetry, but I thought I would give it a shot, especially since I've heard quite good about the winner, which is The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one by Amanda Lovelace. Now that is the follow-up to The Princess Saves Herself in this one, again by Amanda Lovelace. So I picked that one up, and I thought it was fine, gave it an average rating, so I won't be continuing on and reading The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one. So those are the books that I'm going to be reading. There are 9 books all in all, and I've already read 4 of them. So I'm sort of halfway there. I will definitely be able to finish this before summer. So I'm excited for that. And I will give some sort of summary where I tell you which books of the ones that I read that I liked and which ones I didn't like. That's all from me today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you watch the next one.